So, hey, what's up, guys? Just a moment. Just give me like 3 to 5 minutes, then I will be explaining everything. So, guys, what I can just say is welcome back, of course, to this stuff, to this live. And what I can tell you is, I have eye problem. That's why I don't like too much light. I don't like too much light. That's why I reduced the number of laptops that I use for trading. I just want something very easy. So getting funded is really a big deal. Getting funded is really a big deal, and getting funded can change your life for as long as you pass the challenge and the verification. So point of getting funded, if I because like I'm talking about my forex funds here. The reason why I prefer my forex funds is it's kind of very cheap. You see, I wouldn't advise you to go for FTMO, because I've ever tried FTMO, and right now we have a lot of issues with the sorry, like the way the markets are moving. That's why I don't prefer FTMO, because FTMO restricts you during news. Like when you're trading, it's not advisable in FTMO to trade 5 minutes after the news and 5 minutes to the news. So that's why I prefer you to go for my forex funds. And also, my forex funds is very cheap. As you know that it's really very cheap. Let me know if you're getting me, guys. Let me know if I'm audible enough. Just drop a comment if I'm audible enough. Just drop a comment if I'm audible enough. If I'm not audible enough, then you can also tell me that Miles, we are not getting you, so that I could try my best, because I don't know if you guys are really getting me or you're not getting me. Okay, it's fine. So I will, like, at the end of this month, I will try. Not that I will try, but I will find 3 to 5 people whom I can try, like I can buy for them an account of 5,000, and I see how you're going to do it. Yeah, it's going to be free, just like only 5 people. So you guys are ready for here. So what I would advise you is, I want you to sharpen yourself to get ready for a prop farm, to get ready to get funded. Because if I say okay, if you focus on trading small accounts like 10 $20, it won't take you far. Like at the end of it all, you have bills to pay. That's why it's going to affect you. That's why I would advise you to go for a quite big account, because just a moment. So that's how I was like, I would advise you to go for a quite big account, because a big account is more easy, and I sometimes call it's a shortcut to getting rich, because all you need to do is uh, all you need to do is make sure you pass the challenge. And I'm going to advise on the 5K account. Now, if you've never bought an account from my forex funds, I would firstly advise you to start with a 5,000 USD account. A 5,000 USD account only is $49, as you know that. Now, when you buy this account, before you buy this account, I would advise you to write down all your rules and try to do something. Even if every month you buy an account, let's say you fail this month and next month you buy an account. One day when you pass the challenge and get funded, you will appreciate what I'm telling you right now. Okay, someone is asking, do they pay weekly on 5K? Okay, like let me give you an example. When a month is over, my forex fund sends you an email address that your payout should be conducted. You get that? Yeah, but they're very legit. They pay you and they pay you very well. That's what I can tell you the truth. They are very legit. They pay very well. They pay very well, as I told you that. And let me again repeat this. You've just bought an account of okay, I'm gonna give an account of, I'm not talking about accelerated account here because I wouldn't advise anyone to go for an unaccelerated account. I would advise you to always go for an evaluation. So I'm going to give an example of 5,000 USD and how my forex funds really work. Okay. So in evaluation, these guys fund you, but of course you have to pass the two challenges. We have the phase one, which is the challenge, then the phase two, which is the verification. It's not verification, but what can I say? I'm just getting okay. Just know that we have two phases. The phase one, you're supposed to make 8%. Then the phase two, you're supposed to make 5%. So in the phase one, I'm going to explain to you broadly. In phase one, let's say an account of 5,000 USD, you've paid $49 to get your account of 5,000 USD. Now, after paying that, they will give you one full month to pass the challenge, okay? And in that challenge, you're supposed to make 8% of the capital that you've been given. And of course, when you buy, they give you a demo account. But Maki, I want you to do one thing. Be very careful with that demo account because it is monitored very highly that if you even make a loss of $1 and let's say $1 makes you to hit your drawdown, you would have failed. So the thing is, I don't know whether it's monitored because there is a system that you can even, as you've bought an account, there is a system that it will show you how your curve is moving. You get that? So that I told you that after buying this account, you're not supposed to make a daily loss of 5%. What do I mean by daily loss of 5%? Therefore, I do mean like this. Take for example, you opened a trade. That's why I tell you have to plan for your trades very well. You've opened your trade and your trade moves to a loss of 5% and comes back to a profit even of 8% for you to pass the challenge. But since you already risked 5%, even if you have not closed the trade, if the loss had already reached 5% in that day, okay, in that trade when it was running, then you've counted as you've failed the challenge because you already risked out 5%. As a good trader, I wouldn't advise you to actually risk more than 5%. Yeah, because it doesn't make any sense to risk more than that if you're really a cool trader. Now, take for example, now you've traded very well, okay? You pass the 1 month gets over and you've achieved the 8% that they require from you. Now you're going to upgrade your account. There is a point where you will upgrade. They will send you an email. So even if say they give you 1 month and in the first 3 days or 4 days you achieve the 8%. Now the maximum trading days are 10 days, meaning you have to wait for 10 days to complete the maximum trading days. But you're not just going to wait. I would advise you to every day open a trade. Open a trade, maybe 0.01 lot size, and close it. They will count that as a trading day. You get that? So that is what you're going to do until you achieve the 10 trading days. Then after the 10 trading days, you'll upgrade the account to go for the next phase where you're going to make only 5%. But of course, 5% they give you 2 months. But if you still can achieve it in 3 months, in 3 days, you can wait for 10 trading days. Then you get funded a real account. Yeah, and then after getting funded a real account, they're not going to pay you this money for verification. They're not going to pay you like the 8% you make. They're not going to pay you that because that was a demo account. That was just a test. They will not give you a fresh 5,000 real account. That's where you will start from to now trade. Okay, because people are getting confused. Like they'll be like, so Miles, I've now passed I've now made the 8% and the 5%. Are they going to pay me out that money? No, that was a demo account. That was just a test. So now they will give you a real account now. A real account to start now going on with your real account. And that is where you're going to start making your money, and that is where they are going to start giving you the payback. Okay, that is how it happens. Now, someone asked me that is it good to swing trades? Yes, it's very good to swing trades on my forex fund. It's very good to swing trades. Someone is asking me how much does it cost? It doesn't cost much. My forex fund, the account that you can either buy a 10,000 account or 5,000 account or even 20,000 account or 50K or 100K. And the smallest account only costs $49, and a 10K account costs $99, which is not really much. That's why I'm advising you Someone asking where is my location. That's why I'm advising you to go for that, because what I can tell you, my brothers, like as you can see me right now, I I don't have any funds that I can be able to get, and I fund an account like $10,000. That's why I would advise you to struggle hard and get that $99 and go for the challenge. And when you pass that, I guarantee your life is gonna change, because I've seen so many friends of mine that have gone for this, and life changes, because there's a very big difference trading a big account and trading a small account. You get that? Trading a big account, you'll even get disciplined yourself, like you're not going to over risk the account, because you might be having a target of just $200 every day, or maybe $150 every day. But if you're trading a small account like $100, you're always on pressure, because you need big money, and your account cannot help you to make that big money. That's why you're going to risk the account and lose the account. But if you take the risk and buy an account and do the right thing and pass everything, then it becomes very easy for you. Now, I'm going to explain about an accelerated account. An accelerated account is where you don't go for the challenge. You don't go for any challenge. They just give you a real account. But I wouldn't advise you to go for an accelerated account. I have a reason why. Because I actually bought an accelerated account. I don't know, some time back when people told me to try it. But it didn't go well, because the restrictions are too much. And I'm going to explain to you, I'm going to give you an example. Let's say an accelerated account of $2,000, you buy at $2,000, you buy at $100, $99 there. Now, after buying this account, you've bought an account of 2,000, which is real account. The profits you're going to make, you're going to be splitting 50-50 with the my forex funds. But of course, the drawdown is so small. They want you to make the drawdown is so small in a way that, imagine imagine 50-50, and imagine that the drawdown is 5%. In $2,000, 5% is how much? It is $100. So meaning you're not supposed to make a loss of $100 in a day. And I've explained to you how the daily drawdown works, because I want you to understand before buying an account that daily drawdown means that it doesn't mean that the profit you've closed only. It means that if you held a loss until it reached a 5% loss of your overall equity, it means you've hit the drawdown, and that is failure. And I told you that these guys, you cannot play with them. Like, this system monitors very well. It is very accurate. It cannot even cheat you using $1, and you cannot cheat them on $1. That's why you have to be, before setting your trade, you have to make your plan very well and ensure very well that you've calculated your stop loss and take profit. And of course, use a small lot sizes, because you have a full math. And I told you guys that even if your in evaluation, even if you bought an account and you haven't passed yet you haven't passed the you haven't got the 8% in the required 1 month, and maybe let's say you have maybe 5%, you can still request for extra days, and they add extra days to achieve that 8%. But of course, 8% is not something very hard to achieve. I can tell you that, because the first time I bought accounts, I first started with FTMO, and FTMO was not good at all. It was expensive, and I was supposed to make 10%. I'm not supposed to trade 5 minutes to the news, and 5 minutes after the news. They were only paying 75. That's why I preferred my forex fund. My forex fund is the easiest and the cheapest. That is it. And also, guys, but I'll end this by saying, I'm trying my level best. I'm not all that perfect. That's why I was saying that my dream is to have my own prop farm before Feb next year, or maybe at the end of this year. Some people can be able to get it, but I won't be funding much. Maybe just 2,000 USD, 5,000 USD. But I won't. I'm still thinking about the what. I'm trying to partner with someone. If someone partners with me, the person I'm waiting for, then maybe I can fund big. We can fund, but if it's no one, then I can just fund little money, as long as you're going to just prove yourself. But we want to be having two challenges, 2 phases. We shall only have maybe one phase, and that's all. You get that, but you should just be careful with the account, okay? So even after buying an account and getting funded, they're not going to restrict you on the amount of money you should make before the payout. That restriction is not there. What they restrict you on is still the daily drawdown. You have passed the challenge. You've been funded with a real account, yes, but of course still don't break the daily drawdown. It's very important. There is no problem with you how much making what. Someone asking me where are you located? The reality is I'm Ugandan and I'm from Uganda. Yeah. So that is where I am from. So someone you can let me see any comments. Missing trading. How long can I hold trades in my forex? How long can you hold trades in my forex fund? The reality is you can hold trades for as long as you want in my forex funds. That is it. You can hold trades for as long as you want in my forex funds. At first, when my forex funds came, it could restrict that you cannot hold trades over the weekend, but now it's clear you can hold trades the way you want. The most important thing that I can advise you guys is you avoid just like the drawdown. You have to be very careful with the drawdown, but the drawdown is also not bad. Imagine just this guy saying that you're not supposed to make a daily loss of 5%. You're not supposed to make an overall loss of 12%. Now, someone has been asking me about FTMO, and let me break it very down, FTMO on my forex fund, because I've ever tried FTMO and I only got the payout once, and I made a very big mistake of trading when there was news and I lost my account before I came to my forex funds. Now, the reason why I don't like FTMO is FTMO, first of all, is expensive. Then FTMO, the target they want you to make in phase 1 is 10%. But in my forex fund, it's only 8%. If you check the payout profit in my forex funds, you're going to be paid more than in FTMO. You get that? And if you check again the mode of payment, even in my forex funds, it's kind of more easy. You can use crypto, you can use. That's why I love my forex funds. And in my forex funds, what can I say? They also have many types of accounts. They have an account of 5K minimum. They have an account of minimum is 5,000, which FTMO does not have that. So my forex fund caters for people who don't have a lot of money. And if you check also if you check what can I say? That is the most okay. If you check like in my forex funds, if you haven't achieved the 8% in that period of 1 month, and you've been heading and you've not made any issue of drawdown, they'll still add you some 2 weeks. But in FTMO, it's not like that. Then in my forex fund, if you come to news, you can trade news the way you want. The only thing is don't reach the drawdown. But in FTMO, they restrict you so much on news. I told you that I lost my account on FTMO those days because of after I'd passed the challenge and everything, I got funded. I only got payout once in FTMO because I made a mistake and I traded news that was NFP. 5 minutes to the news and 5 minutes after the news, you're not supposed to trade at that point. But of course, in my forex funds, you can trade the way you want at any time you want. That is why I prefer my forex funds. And the reason why I prefer evaluation in my forex funds than accelerated is not good. It's expensive for no reason. And someone, so many people are trying to dodge the exam, the challenge stuff, but I would advise you not to dodge it. Just go for it and go and face it. When you go for a challenge, it will sharpen you to become a good trader. As I promise you that, you will become a good trader, you become a disciplined trader by going for the challenge. I hope you've understood what I'm trying to say. So don't buy accelerated because accelerated is expensive for no reason. That won't fund your small accounts. You're going to divide 50. Let me give you one advantage of accelerated account, by the way. When, let's say, in the first 2 months of your payout, you've been making profits consistently. So these guys also keep on doubling your account by the every month. I think you have not known that. Let me repeat this again. Let me give an example of 2,000 USD account. Okay, the time I bought 2,000 USD account, these guys doubled my account. Now let me give an example. In accelerated account, let's say I bought $2,000 account. I want to go for the challenge or whatever. I just start trading real accounts and my payouts, I make my payout, they give me 50%, they take 50%. But if I'm consistently making profits, it means they're going to double my account. Let's say I have 2K accounts. Next month, I've got what they wanted. I've made the 10%. I've made the 10% this month and we have split the profits. Next month, my account, I won't double my account. I won't add 2,000 to my account. Again, I do the same next month. I get what they require. The next coming month, they will add 2,000. So I'll be having 6,000. So they keep on adding 2,000. But if you bought an account maybe of 5,000, they'll keep on adding 5,000 for as long as you're trading well. That is the advantage of or of an accelerated account. That's an advantage of an accelerated account. So, but of course, I would advise you to go for an evaluation, my brother, because evaluation, don't go for something simple. They say go hard or suffer for the rest of your life. If you go hard and pass the interview, pass the challenge, then I guarantee you that things are going to be kind of very easy. Things are going to be very, very easy for you. So, guys, I think I've spoken enough. And if you still have any question, then I want to close the session. If you still have any question, you can drop your last comments. So, as I told you guys that at the end of this month, I'm going to be funding only 4 to 5 people randomly. I don't know what I will do so that I can get random people. Only random people. I will get them random people. That's what I'm just going to. Only random people. 3 to 5 people, but most especially 5 people. Only an account of 5,000 USD. Okay. So if you can drop your comment before I can end the session. If you have any question, if you don't have any question, in 6 seconds, 7 seconds, in 30 seconds, I'll be ending the live. In 30 seconds, I'll be ending the live. So one thing again is that if you want to buy an account, you can use my referral link and you win yourself, of course, my video of my strategy. You just get the video and I hope it helps you. You get a plan, you get good advice. Thanks for your time. You're most welcome, brother. I think I don't have any other question. I think questions are over, guys. So guys, let me wish you all the best and just trade safe, and I wish you all the best. Forex pays. Just do things in a smart way and don't give up. That is it. Every trader who makes money has passed through a lot of things. So we are like right now we are very blessed traders because just imagine someone is funding you money. The reason why I'm saying we are blessed is because there is someone funding you money. So in those days, like 3 years ago, no one could give you money. What about indices? Do they fund account? No, they don't. Actually, that thing people have asked about indices. They don't. You cannot trade indices on these guys, but you can trade US30. You can trade BTC. Those heavy stuffs. Yeah, but about volatility, no. Someone is saying about the physiology of in MFFF. I think that is a wide topic that I cannot talk about it right now. Would you advise me to trade the RIF indices? Yeah, actually, me as a trader, I've been also trading the RIF indices like 2 years ago. But when I fell into, let me give you the real reason. I actually trade the RIF indices because I used to make. Okay, the truth is that time I was having $300 in my deriv account. That time it was binary. I used to make in a day, like I was assured of making $15. That's when I was in Nairobi, and it was pushing my life. It was helping me. Yeah, three years ago. So I used to make that $3, like $15 to $20 daily. But when of course I started making some money in trading. But when I've been trading the RIF for some time. But when I fell into getting funded, that is the day I left volatilities. But I'm hoping to get back maybe towards the end of this year. Maybe I can get back. But I don't think, because if I am getting funded and I'm trading a big account, then I don't see any reason of trading volatilities. Though volatilities are also easier to trade, but you just need to be having a big account. Don't go for volatilities when you have a small account. Please, because these things need a big account. And when you have a big account and price action. Yeah, don't even use indicators. Price action. Volatilities, very well, they respect price action. And go for it when you have a big account. Maybe even $100 sometimes can be a small account in volatility. That is the reality. Maybe having $200, $300. But if you have 30, you're going to be scalping, and I don't advise you to scalp. Real good traders don't scalp. They just swing the trade and get what is meant for them. You get everything, my friend. Don't just scalp. You will scalp some few pips. You get outside. You again regret why you closed, because the trade can go well for your direction. But if you swing the trade, then it's of your advantage. So I think I've answered you guys. So let me wish you the best as I also check on my trades. Yeah, have a nice time, guys.